What's guys, so welcome back to the channel. Today we're interacting to a brand new show. This is the Faraway Paladin. Okay, so second new isekai of the season, our third isekai of the season total, if you include, obviously, Job's Reincarnation. I don't know if there are any more this season. I haven't actually paid attention to how many isekais we have this season, but this is number 3, second new one, and it's an interesting premise from the looks of things so far. I haven't really looked too much into any show this season for the most part, so I'm still going to be learning a bit about it. There's one thing I do know I like about this show, just in the way it's been presented, and that's some of the character art that they've used for some of these characters, which I don't think will necessarily translate over to the anime so much, depending on how it's animated, but either way, I do like the artwork. That's on the analyst page, at least. So if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome. I'm a British guy who reacts to seasonal-based anime. This is my 8th season of doing this, meaning by the end of this, we'll have done this for 2 years, which is nuts to think about. And when we have a brand new show like this, what I like to do is load up the AniList page for the show, take a look at the synopsis, the tags, the voice cast, the studio, things like that, to get a basic feel for the show and get a first impression going in. I do have a very, very, very busy season still ahead of me, despite trying to be a bit more... despite trying to cut down a little bit more, because I don't have anywhere near as much time as I used to when I first started the channel. Like, when I first started the channel, I had like 8+ hours sometimes to work on the channel. Now it's more like 3 is probably lucky sometimes. So it gets a bit tough to find time to record these things, as you may have noticed by the fact that in a week of episodes, I've maybe recorded 2 or 3 days of them, which is kind of bad. But anyway, I did this before I did the channel anyway, so I'm used to this way of like looking for shows to watch, so there may be some minor spoilers with the synopsis, but other than that, I don't think they'll be too bad. And besides, any show that can be really spoiled by its synopsis probably doesn't have much depth in it anyway, so it's probably not worth investing too much time into it anyway. So, anyway, loading up that page, and I'll put it on screen like that for you, so you can read along with me and see what I'm seeing. So, in the ruined city of the dead, far from human civilization, lives a single human child named Will. Okay, he's raised by 3 undead: Blood, the heroic skeleton warrior; Mary, the ladylike mummy priestess; and Gus, the crotchety ghost wizard. Interesting that the undead are raising a human, not quite sure why. The 3 of them teach the boy what they know and pour their love into him. Again, why are they so attached to him? Unless he knows them from before they became undead? I don't think they're actually his family, though. It's like, they're family-like, but they're not actually his family, judging by this. One day, the boy begins to wonder, who am I? Will uncovers the mysteries of the undead hidden in this far-away land. He learns of the love and mercy of good gods, as well as the paranoia and madness of evil gods. Okay, so we got multiple gods, good and evil. Once he learns it all, the boy embarks on the path to becoming a paladin, so I guess he has a connection to a certain god, probably. I wonder if that's a pre-established god that he's always been connected with, or if he learns of a god that he wants to be connected with, or a god influences his life. I'm going to assume he probably comes to become a paladin of a good god, probably, let's be honest. I mean, I don't think he's going to become an evil god paladin, but you never know. I mean, he is working with the undead, and not many good gods would necessarily favor the undead. I mean, I guess it's by... if they've been cursed to be undead, but they were a devout follower of a good god, maybe they'll be doing it. Or maybe the good gods are just all-inclusive. Maybe that's what makes them, or makes this particular god good, is like, they're all-inclusive, and they don't care what status their followers are, as long as they are good people. I don't know. I'm kind of curious to see how the god system works in this, because not often do you deal with multiple gods in shows, at least not good bad gods like this. Like, I'm getting somewhat of a my mind immediately went to Critical Role, because it's on the brain, because season 3 comes up next week, I believe. I think the first episode of campaign 3, which I'm both excited and terrified about, because I feel like they're going to change too much about it, and I'm going to not get interested in it again. Because the first 2 campaigns were... I poured about a year of my life into catching up onto them, but I'm worried campaign 3 is not going to live up to that. I'm really worried about that, just because I feel like they're going to try and do too much and change too much, just because now it's been going on too long, and Matt Mercer wants a break and probably doesn't want to pour as much time into it. I wonder if the cast maybe doesn't want to pour as much time into it. I'm just worried it's going to end up impacting it, and we'll have regular guests that come on and replace characters. I'm worried that they might go that route with it. I don't want them to, because I feel like that will kill it for me. But anyway, enough about Critical Role. But good gods and bad gods. So you got the what are they called? It's the Betrayer gods and the what are the other side called? Are they called the Prime Deities? I think they might have been called that. Yeah, I think it was the Prime Deities and the Betrayer gods. I know it was definitely the Betrayer gods because they were an impactful part of last campaign. But yeah, so I've kind of got that sort of dynamic going on. I don't know how much influence the gods have in this world, but the fact that I'm already starting to get invested in the concept of the show is a good sign. It means there's potential there. It's only 12 episodes, unfortunately, and no second part announced just yet, but if this does well, I can definitely imagine this getting a second part. Voice cast-wise, Yui Horii I definitely recognize, so I can't remember what from, but I definitely recognize that name. Maki Kawase I feel like I should recognize as well, so that will probably click at some point. I love this character art, by the way. I think this is from the light novel, not from the manga, because, that is definitely ripped from the light novel. I think some of these others might be as well. I would zoom in on them, but I'd have to click on the character page, and I don't want spoilers of that, but, these, if anyone gets, an image of these, put them in my Discord for the text channel of this show, or, put them in the comments somewhere, because I really want to see, the full versions of these little pictures here, because they look really cool. I love this, style. I don't think the anime is going to capture it at all, judging by the promo art, but, I just love this kind of, drawing style, because animating this would be hell, so I can imagine why. So this is animated by Children's Playground Entertainment, who did Hatena Illusion last year, which wasn't a great show. It looked okay, but it wasn't great. They're also doing Fruit of Evolution, which I need to catch up on soon. So they're kind of really starting to kick in here, really starting to kick in with their production of stuff. I have no idea what to really expect from them. Action, adventure, fantasy, mystery, psychological, all good stuff. No romance, no ecchi tags. This looks like it's going to be Isekai Gods. Yes. This looks like it could be a fairly serious isekai, and not one that's full of humor and full of light-hearted moments. This looks like it could be a serious one, but I guess we'll see what kind of dynamic they hit off. I do expect a family dynamic from Blood, Mary, and Gus. I feel like there'll be a family dynamic there. But I'm kind of curious to see what ends up happening when he leaves them. Because it seems like if he's going and embarking on a journey to become a paladin, he's going to have to meet a lot of different people and go on journeys and stuff like that. So early on, we'll know these three, and we might check back in with them occasionally, but I guess we'll see to what extent it goes beyond that, But I genuinely am I'm quite excited for this. Now, Kate Yanagino, have you done anything? This is their only work. Okay. This is their first work. Interesting. First work, and they've already got an anime. That's impressive. When did this light novel come out? 2016. Okay, so it's in the boom heyday of isekai, essentially. There's Jobless. Jobless came out. Yeah, Jobless was earlier. Jobless is a fairly old one, if I remember correctly. Overlord came out when? Oh yeah, Overlord's old as hell as well. I forgot about that. So is Bookworm. Anyway, yeah, I'm excited for this. I think this could be a genuinely good isekai. As you guys know, I'm isekai trash, so I'm going to enjoy an isekai anyway. But I feel like this could be a relatively serious take on it, and could be another one of those that does good world building and good character development, kind of like Jobless Reincarnation started with in the first half of the season. So I'm hoping I can get some sort of vibes of that. But I guess we'll see what dynamic they want to try and approach for in this first episode. And then we'll have the second episode straight after this, because I'm a week behind. And we'll see just what type of show they want to be. So, loading up the episode up here. As per usual, here on YouTube, we do timer-based format reactions. If you want to see the full picture-in-picture, therefore me and the anime on the screen at the same time, you can go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gets you access to all picture-in-picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from my seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Symphogear, and Lock Horizon. Working on getting all those caught up, and we'll be opening up some more slots, hopefully, in the winter. So if there's a particular show you'd like me to react to, that I haven't done. You can check my analyst page for all the shows I have done. There might be some slots opening up on the January next year. Hopefully, we'll see. It depends if any of my regulars also want to get another show request in. I think Made in Abyss is a contender for getting recommended. I think what's the name of that show? It was just mentioned recently in my Discord, but I can't remember what it was. Was it Nichijou? Yeah, Nichijou, I feel like could be another one that gets requested. So we'll see what happens in the winter. But here on YouTube, we do time-based. So bottom left of the screen, you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play Sai episode, I Sai episode, and we should be in sync. We are watching this one on Crunchyroll, since they're the ones who have licensed the series here in the West. No logos or anything to go in. We're just going from a black screen and letting the episode continue. But you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning, and that should be synced up as well. So, with all that said, long intro over as well. Apologies. Let's get into this week's episode, or first episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. I guess this is our reincarnation phase, I guess. Okay. What's he carrying there? Okay. Title card already. Alright, world exposition. Okay. The first god appeared. So there is a prime god. Creator god. So that's Gus, okay. Our ghost. Oh god. Words of creation, okay. Spoken or written, interesting. Interesting. Ignis, okay. Interesting, interesting. Justice Lightning Bolt, okay. Martin. Okay. Wind and Commerce, okay. I'm not gonna remember all these. Why have you got a... That's interesting. Oh, next one. Child of... Ah, okay. Principal gods, okay. Devout follower. Interesting. Why the hesitation? Oh, hello. I assume none of these undead need to eat, so... Teaching on hunt, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Probably, yes. I mean, how old is he at this point? Hmm. He's 3 years old right now. Okay, yeah. Teaching a 3-year-old how to kill? Probably not the best idea. Well, his muscle. How funny that skeleton's talking about muscle. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. No one else but these 3. Probably sheltering. Yeah. Your reincarnation. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have much recollection. What did she say at that time, I wonder? So why is the child... Why do I feel like that was a... 186 days... Yeah, okay. Well, I feel like he was off as like a sacrifice or something. Just the way he was left, I don't know. They named him Will. Mm-hmm. I wonder, what is it like? Mm-hmm. Interesting. Ah, a ruined civilization, I guess. Mm-hmm. Mm. It's a nice shot. Potentially. A second chance. Mm-hmm. Oh, fast forward a lot. Mm-hmm. What about you then? You don't have muscle. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. No, why? Because we all just believe. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm. That's true. Then scale up. Mm. He's not wrong. That's also very true. Ghost obsessed with money. Skeleton obsessed with muscles. I wonder if this has any relation to their. The ghost can't interact with money. The skeleton has no muscles. I feel like it's related to something in their past lives. It must be. Hmm. Interesting. God of Dimensions, okay. God of the Undead. Then how are you not under control of this god? Now you formed a contract, okay. You betrayed your god for this. What made you want to stay on so much? Okay. Hmm. Mm-hmm. 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 8. Okay. I've always skipped a bit more time than that. That one. Uh, okay. Oof. Hmm. 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 The Wandering Sage, okay. Hmm. Hmm. The War Ogre, okay. Daughter and... Okay. Hmm, yeah, they all have an interconnected backstory then, huh? Hmm. 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 Yeah, he's not... He's smart enough to realize that. Hmm. Apparently, yeah. Yet. I mean, they want to explain it to him. I like that about his character, though. Hmm, okay. Probably not, no. Probably would have just shied away and not wanted to get involved. uh, mm-hmm. Okay. Hmm. The bread, yeah. Is it an offering at the temple? She doesn't bake the bread. Hmm. Yeah, there's something a bit more going on here. Hmm. Whoa, God. Why do you think she needs help? Was she trying? Is she trying to move on? I don't know what she was attempting there. She's gonna be scarred now. What was she even doing? Again, it... That is a gift, okay. It's your punishment for betrayal. Direct enemy, yeah. But she bears through it just for you. She's just that devout a follower. Still faithful. Interesting. This is how he gets the attachment. Okay. So I guess this is what sets him up on the path, maybe? Is this ED or OP? Feels like an OP, but just with ED credits rolling over it. Alright. Next time. The Wandering Sage. I guess we're going to dive into Gus's backstory next, I guess. That was interesting. It was interesting. I thought I'd get a little more into it straight away, but not quite so much. I don't know, I did think I'd get into it a little more than what I did just now. But I think that's fine. It's hard for anime to sell itself completely on the first episode anyway, so I'm not too concerned by that. Mary's still praying to I hate the name Mela just because it makes me think of goddamn Cars movie. I hate that name, but yeah, praying to her god still, despite betraying her god and becoming the very thing that her god despises. But still does it for the sake of herself and now for William. And yeah, Yui Horii, I definitely recognize her voice. I just can't pinpoint exactly what it was recently that we've watched with her. Eileen from Shadow's House. Olivia, that's who I'm thinking of. Olivia from Hidden Dungeon. I hear that so clearly right now. I hear that voice so clearly. And a bit of Felix as well from ReZero. And Wiz from Isekai. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, Isekai Quartet and Konosuba. Like, yeah, that definitely clicks now. That absolutely clicks. It's very much an Olivia and Wiz voice. So, yeah, I knew I heard that from somewhere. Yeah, it was good. I can't say I was blown away or anything by it. I think story-wise, it's definitely starting to capture me. I like the idea of the gods. There doesn't seem to be an overall ambition yet, other than obviously get stronger, and I guess through his connection with Meta, that's going to lead into his journey to become a paladin and his desire to become a paladin, I guess. That's probably where it's going to come into it. Wandering Sage means I think we're going to focus on Gus a bit more and find out what his deal is. Because he was called the Wandering Sage, and we had the Blood... Was it the Blood Ogre? Was Blood? Well, no, the War Ogre, sorry. War Ogre. So yeah, I guess this is going to be more focused on Gus. To what extent, I don't know. Yeah, I think it's a solid start. I can't really complain about it, but at the same time, I'm not immediately blown away and captured by it. So we'll see what the next episode has in store, since I think that comes out like right now, right? I think episode 2 literally just came out like a minute ago. So we're going to go watch episode 2, The Wandering Sage, and see where we end up going from there. I mean, how busy a day is today? I think it's a fairly busy day, right? Fairly, yeah. Since we don't have to do World Trigger Season 3, because I haven't fully caught up, it's a relatively busy day. So, if I have to drop something, maybe I'll drop something, but... So far, I'm getting interested. I just think I need this second episode to really, like, convince me as to why I want to watch this one. Like, what about this world do I care about? What about this character do I care about? What about the story narrative that we're going to be pursuing do I care about? Because there's no direction yet. It's a very vague opening start for now. The only reason I know what direction it could ultimately go in is because of the synopsis, right? The show itself has not given us a direction yet, other than get stronger, for whatever reason. And why they want him to become stronger like this, I guess just because it's part of who they are. Maybe this is their way of atoning for their contract and for them to finally move on. Maybe that's what they're doing this for. I'm going to guess that's probably part of it. And what their big secret is. Where he came from, why there was a kid at the temple. Considering it was at the same temple to Meta, I'm going to guess probably he's not a sacrifice now. I don't think many people would sacrifice like that. Maybe it's a gift from that goddess. Maybe the goddess expects this. Maybe this is part of the goddess's plan. I don't know. Maybe she needs a paladin for whatever reason. In an upcoming fight or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas at this point, just because it's always fun to throw out ideas at the very beginning of the show and then realize just how wrong you were at the beginning. Or see how, like, oh my god, you actually kind of, like, see it all come to fruition. It's like, oh wow, you can actually see the starting roots of it and how that can then be built up. So, yeah. I'm going to go watch episode 2, and we'll see what we think of it there. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episodes. Let me know how you feel of the show as we just started. Don't forget to hit subscribe to see the next episode. We'll be going straight into it after this one, as well as the rest of the full 2021 lineup. You can find it on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.